Duffy and others signal a desire to be elsewhere. We're nowhere near that point, but the fear is there. So when we talk about the Wolves trying to make the moves that we've been talking about in terms of, do you move on from Julius Randle? Do you move on from, is it Rudy Gobert that goes out? This is Darren Wolfson here saying, like, yeah, there's going to be some urgency in Minnesota to do something significant. Maybe a run to a player like Giannis, because the concern is that if Anthony Edwards looks around and says, we can't get over the hump with this group, the next thing you know, he's going to be requesting a trade.
Yeah, and Jake Fisher actually had something on Gobert earlier today to tie into this, where he said Rudy is, as much as he's been an absolute floor raiser that helped Minnesota with significant games or win significant games in regular season year after year, his shortcomings offensively have been shown. He had a good series with Minnesota against Jokic, but his struggles really came to a forefront against Wemby. And so on that topic, every star in the NBA in today's era, I think, if you can't remain competitive, that's not to say that they will leave, but you have to wonder if they will, or if they will leverage their ability to leave against you, because that is the playbook for these stars today. It's, hey, we need to win now. We need to be successful. We need to make the right moves in order to position us to be able to win now. And Ant he's interesting because he is just now about to enter his prime, and you're going to see a 5, 6, 7 year stretch where he is at the peak of his powers. And if you're the Minnesota Timberwolves, you have to start considering that for the long term, yes, but you have to start putting pieces around him that can have him competitive against these other juggernauts in the West. And he's made a couple Western Conference final appearances over the last few years, but apparently that's not enough, right? And it shouldn't be enough. And I don't think he's going anywhere. He's got a couple more years. He's extension eligible, all these things. But I'd be lying if I said that if, just like some of these other guys, if you get a year and a half into this, he hasn't extended, that they shouldn't be worried about these things, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, here's the deal with Ant when you look contractually what he could do. Let's say this summer the Wolves just say, you know what? We were good enough. We had some injuries hit us, that kind of stuff. Let's try it again this year. Let's not make a move. Okay, now you fast forward to next summer. Then you're like, okay, we were a 6 seed again. We got bounced early again. Okay, let's do something significant. If that thing doesn't work, the following summer, 2028, and we're going to talk about 2028 in just a minute. Yeah. The Mavs have eyes on Luka. I'm telling you, 2028. Suddenly, Anthony Edwards has all this power because he's a year removed from free agency, and he's going to be able to say, yeah, I'm not going to resign. I'm not going to sign an extension. And the summer of Anthony Edwards trade talks kicks off right there. So it's not like this is something they have to be in a panic over today, but it does come up faster than you think. When we're talking about how many cycles do the Wolves actually have to make significant changes before we're there? It's summer this year, trade deadline this coming season, summer next season, trade deadline. That's 4 shots at building it out. If you pass on an opportunity this year to do something drastic, then you're down to two chances to turn yourself into a championship team until Ant's eyes start wandering a bit and thinking about what could be. And in the culture that we've got today, rings culture and all that kind of stuff, superstar players, they know if they go their career, if they want to be one of the best of the best, and they go there for their career, and they're on a team that can't win a championship, they're never going to hear the end of it. That's what look what Charles Barkley hears. Charles Barkley hears a lot of stuff all the time, but think about all the things he hears constantly about you didn't win a title. Nobody wants to be in that spot. So these guys need to get themselves in a position to win, and it's on their teams to find a way to do it.
Yeah, and if the team is not able to do it, then I don't think you can really fault the player for seeking out their best opportunity to do so, right? And if you go back to when this player movement era truly started, it was something like this, right? Where we've always had a lot of player movement, but it wasn't so much star movement and stars controlling their destinations and all that stuff. But if you go back to then, it was a guy in a situation where the team wasn't putting around him enough talent and kind of got concerned about the Charles Barkley of it all, where it's like, you may not actually win here. And what would that mean for the way you're talked about, your legacy, all these things, and the pressure on you and all these, and guys sometimes just want to make sure that they get their best chance to win. And I think with Ant, I don't think he wants to go anywhere. I don't think that's what he's thinking about now. But again, that could be something that's on the table, year and a half from now, if they still are in this same spot. But like we talked about last time, like I talked about earlier, Gobert, Randall, these guys are on hard to move deals, and they are probably their best pivot options for actually improving the roster in a long-term capacity, because I think it would be a huge mistake if they get back into things next year and say, we're good enough. No, you're not good enough. You're very clearly not good enough.
28 teams are not good enough.
Exactly. Yeah, well, yeah, you're right. But does that mean, so that's where I guess the lines can get blurred a little bit. Does that mean that you shouldn't try to be good enough?
No, I hate that shit.
Yeah, right.
I'm thinking, and it's not like, I know this is going to sound like I'm talking about Lakers fans. This is fans of teams around the NBA.
Right.
I've got so many fans saying, screw it, nobody's going to pass the Wolves or the Spurs or the Thunder, so let's just rebuild. Let's spend the next 5 years rebuilding and hope they drop off at that time, and then we'll try again at that point. People are so quick to say, oh, no, we're not the clear favorite to just dominate everything, so why even bother? Why even try? It's bullshit. It's just such a defeatist personality trait that we're seeing right now. Is absolutely ridiculous. You've got to give yourself a chance. Give yourself a puncher's chance.
That's why you play the game, right? That's why you play the game.
Exactly.
We don't know, like, even though I'm saying I don't think this team's good enough, and frankly, I don't think this team's good enough currently, but if you improve this roster and you get in a 7-game series with these other juggernauts, who knows? Ant may be the best player in that series, and you may win it. Who knows, right?
And imagine what that means for your story. Right, for your. I know we spent so much time talking about LeBron's legacy and all that kind of stuff.
I was trying not to name drop him.
Right. But imagine what that means, right? If you're the team that topples the Thunder, you're the team that topples the Spurs, you're the team that gets past them. I mean, guy goes out and averages 35 a game in the playoffs on high efficiency and gets like that's the kind of like rock solid, just bulletproof addition to your overall ledger that you can add if you're able to do something. So I hate this idea that, oh, the Thunder and the Spurs are too good.
Are you more confident in the Knicks title chances or less? Stephen A. More confident or less after last night?
In the Knicks?
Yes.
Los Angeles, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. They've got Russell Westbrook, and it's Iverson in at the 2. That's the Lakers line. Defense has gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. And for Los Angeles, their shooting has been excellent so far, around 56%. That's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim. And now we know who has the momentum.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that.
Almost 6 to shoot. Rebounded by Tillman.
I'm not a guy with
Covered by Johnson. Edwards, no good.
Yeah, you expect him to be just couldn't hold
the fact that New York Knicks, when I first
18 feet out.
I firmly believe that for winning it over OKC,
the officials were right on top of that. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Well, they're playing at great pace, pushing the ball up the floor.
Dividends tonight. Scoring the ball and getting it to the floor.
I give credit where credit is due. Mike Brown changed my mind because he put the ball in Karl Anthony Towns' hand and allowed him to be a facilitator and took Brunson off the ball. Surely that wasn't the case last night, but they changed stuff up, and what they've done offensively, plus the utilization of his bench. Knicks players don't look nearly as tired as they did last year under Tom Thibodeau. I think the combination of those two things are things that I didn't see when they went up against Detroit. So I'm happy about it. And by the way, I would have picked them to beat Detroit. I would have picked them to beat Detroit in this series too.
I would have as well. He did love Detroit. You know, we could sit here and go into Detroit. I think, listen, this is the kind of win that makes you start to believe a little bit. I mean, they've been playing really well. They've been playing really well. But the Knicks had laid an egg and not have won the game, and Cleveland won, and the Knicks lose by 15. So here we go again. But the fact that they got off the deck and won this crazy game miraculously, first game, in the history of the NBA, somebody was 22 down, with 7 minutes to go. To do that, they're flying at home. They got a lot of belief right now. Listen, they played San Antonio pretty well in the regular season. They won 2 out of 3. And the game they lost by 2. So, I'm not saying they're going to win the final. I think they will be more competitive than I thought they would be prior to what we've seen with the Knicks in the last, say, 3-4 weeks, since that Atlanta game 3 or game 4, when they were down 2 games to 1. The Knicks are dangerous. They can score. They can play pretty good defense. They played 10 guys last night. Brunson will make a big shot. All in all, they can do anything, and they still won the game. This is a dangerous team. I don't think they'll win the NBA championship, but I now think the final will be very, very competitive, and I would have said that a long time ago.
Wendy, you weren't here last hour, but everyone thinks now the series is a wrap. Where are you? Where are you with this whole thing?
No, of course not. We never overreact to game 1 of the series. Okay, come on, we know this. But yes, I am more confident in the Knicks title chances. You know, when you talk about 1994, people of a certain age, you say 1994 and they get this look in their eye. The players still sit courtside every game. Starks, by the way, is coming on the court last night. Starks and Marbury are aiding the Knicks on defense last night. They're on the court. Get them off the court. All right, another thing. Put that in your little thing here.
Your little thing.
This is the 4th time in the Jalen Brunson era that the Knicks have come back from 20 down to win a playoff game.
Wow, really? 4 times?
You remember last year those 2 games with the Celtics. Right. So this is one of the things you think about a team that's special. Obviously, when the Knicks play great and everything goes well, they can win. They're 2 of 19 on threes through like 2.5 quarters of this game. That's a loss, right? But this is, what we're seeing right now, in 20 years, people are going to be remembering this team. Jalen Brunson will be sitting courtside in the seats that Patrick Ewing is in. People will remember 2026 because of how special this team is. I think we can agree that this is a special team. This is a team that's had quite a ride during this regular season, but you watch how they're coming together. This last month, there's something special going on. They will be the underdogs. If they win 3 more games here, they will be the underdogs. Absolutely. This team is special. And the other thing I talked about, maybe they wouldn't have gotten in the down, but maybe the building left because they've seen the team come back. Nobody on the Knicks ever looked like they quit football. You could argue that the Cavs quit on the game. It was the Knicks who didn't quit. So when you ask me, am I more confident? Yeah, I am. You know, I am not going to be in the business of underestimating this Knicks team.
Just download Dave. You can qualify for up to $500 in 5 minutes or less. Dave helps you when you're needing money, and there's no credit check, interest, or late fees. Just settle up later. Download it now to get started.
So that's what I'm point. That's my point, Wendy. That's why I'm telling you they go to front. They go to front. I know that you don't want to. You consider such statements hyperbolic because you've been around long enough and you've seen game one. But I would say this to you, Wendy. You know what? This year, teams that were up 20 points in the fourth quarter or more, all right, and ended up, you know, what was their record? One, you know, in terms of people who lost the league, 1-521. It doesn't happen. It's only the second time it happened all season long. That's number one. Number two, you know, when you look at what you're saying about the New York Knicks, it's not about Cleveland losing a game one. It's the demoralization that kicks in when you know that, when Jalen Brunson goes out there and he busts your ass like that, that's a problem. When we looked at, listen, Shay, just so y'all know, because Shay will love this because she loves Chicago, all things Chicago. Shay. Okay, we get it. You know, when Dave Checkers was running, Doug, you would appreciate this. When Dave Checkers was running Madison Square Garden, and you had Ernie Grunfeld as the general manager, cats like Ed Tapscott and my brother, and a whole bunch of other people, right? One of the things that we loved and appreciated about them is that they lied.
Don't stop, kid. Don't stop, kid. You want all of my kids. My love. You want all of my kids to fly when you fly. Take where you dream. Spy when you spy. Tell me what you think, babe. Baby, you know the things that I like to call me my baby. You got all the girls looking at you, hate the way you body. Just got to the club, so be where you go.
check out in no time. Save time with Save Payments in Chrome.
That girl is, oh yeah, she the one. Make a nigga wanna get into some fun with you tonight. Would you like that, shorty? Oh, you like that? I know you would. I know you would. She live in Toronto, fucked around and picked up and brought her to my condo. Lay down on his other girl. It feels good. So like let's get good. Also kiss the boys. It feel like we ballin', honey. Nothing on the score, but we ain't playing games no more. That I be mad. I guess you put in your place when you got that look on your face and you know you're a good girl. Have some fun with it. All my hood girls, you the one with it. Don't let no nigga tell you different, you for me. Even when she with you, she know this what she for me. That girl is mine. Oh yeah, she mine. And if she mine, she know that shit. I would come for two. Why she loving you? Might be fucking you. But I fuck her. That girl is mine. We got something special. You got spirit so double. You're funny, blush and blush. Fuck with the professor. I know you got that shit that make that body go around. Got that shit that make me feel I watch it going down. You want more to spray. See it in high definition. I'ma hit the same. Drop it down and get position. Honey, oh, young nigga, be a good girl, have some fun with it. All my hood girls, you the one with it. Don't let no nigga tell you different, you for me. Even when she with you, she know this what she for me. That girl is mine. Oh yeah, she mine. And if she mine, she know that shit. I would come for two. Why she loving you? Might be fucking you. But I fuck her. That girl is mine. Oh yeah, she mine. And if she mine, she know that shit. I would come for two. Why she loving you? Might be fucking you. But I fuck her. You a good girl. Have some fun with it. All my hood girls, you the one with it. Don't let no nigga tell you different, you for me. Even when she with you, she know this what she for me. That girl is mine. Oh yeah, she mine. And if she mine, she know that shit. I would come for two. Why she loving you? Might be fucking you. But I fuck her. That girl is mine. Trust me. That girl is mine.
She a ATM lover. That girl is back. She only likes niggas with money. Think she's trying to take it all from me.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Denver's gone 1-2 from deep in the second quarter. Here's Price. Drains the triple. Price has got his first 3 points of the game.
She likes the music. She likes the music.
England passes to Anderson. There's a minute 59 left in the second.
I got the friend. Hey. Don't stop, baby, run my garter. I don't care, I got no garter. Baby girl, I start you out. Don't stop, baby, run my garter. I don't care, I got no garter. Baby girl, I start you out. She's somebody. Somebody gotta be somebody that one. She just wants to lick the V on my body. She's eating on the DRD at the party. Bitch ass nigga. Who the fuck you thought you was in my house? Spend every dollar just to have a freak on me. Oh, she only like niggas with money. She thinks she's trying to take it all from me. She said she wanna rock my world.
$1:19 left to play in the second quarter. 5 on the clock. Tatum from long range. That'll go either for Tatum.
Another miss. He is struggling in the quarter.
Here's Nash. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. The Nuggets with another miss. Lakers trail by 3. Here's Hastings. Here's Iverson. From behind the arc. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. If they play this right, they can go 2 for 1 again. They really have to work the clock right now. Denver.
She gotta take it off.
Deflected. It's picked off. Price. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Chalk up 2 there. Abdul-Jabbar's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
He drops yet another dive. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Here's Iverson. Outside. Brown. Man, Brown just showing his toughness inside.
There's some power to JP's game. He can simply go through contact.
Here's Nowitzki. No good. Tight defense there. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's Denver. They're up by 3. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
We said the February already.
Welcome everybody to our Game 1 coverage. It's a tight one indeed for the Denver Nuggets.
Well, what's that in their favor? One they haven't been racking up turnovers. They've been very precise.
This from more turnovers than assists in his career. Enough said.
You like to throw your shit like that. Come on, man.
Seeing how things are shaping down.
All the way under here.
Guys, how important is the first game of the
That's how you get off the line.
Very important. Learn a lot about yourself. Teams will attack and try to exploit your weaknesses. And after game one, it's all about how you cover up those weaknesses. Force your opponent to shake up their approach.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
Good morning. What's up? We back with another video. Shout out to Self-Talk. This original content is on Self-Talk. And the other original content is on First Take with Stephen A. Smith.
And time for us to get back into it here in game 1.
When I first came out, I only heard about one because I said, this is Stephen A's job. I want you to pay attention to what he admits.
It's Los Angeles now.
This guy
on the court for Denver. We've got Edwards. And it's Abdul-Jabbar. Basketball. Hastings. Here's Anderson.
Good job, Chick. You guys submit. Stephen A's harmless.
Oh, wow. how fucking I hit a three with Iverson, bro?
Here's Westbrook. Can't hit from close. Stumbling to start the second half. 3 straight misses.
Every time a black male athlete, a black person says something to him, they're meant to direct on first base. And now he goes on to his own child into the whole segment. But Stephen A. Smith, how did you get so much power that you can do everybody doing anything about? She can do everything like that. You have overly addicted over there. Thank you, Stephen. All this unreal bad about that's what I'm doing.
The assist goes to Edwards. Edwards got 3 assists tonight.
And Edwards got so winning play in finding his own.
Here's Westbrook. 6 points for him.
So people are live like that to the inside up. Small,
taking advantage of the opportunity. The anticipation right there that led to the steal. Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Great defense. It's a great offense. That's the kind of stop we're looking for.
You know, not the smallest play in the field we make. It's his first trip to the line.
Stephen A, Stephen B, Stephen C. Right. All of us there. And she always said we brought me back to that one first place and all of my life. But it was even if we thought to look like I was even if we said that because we said David Brown for love. So you know saying that, hey, I can destroy everything that you got going on with that. I can destroy your relationship with Jay Gray. I can destroy your relationship with others. I can also even destroy your relationship with the things that they are you just trying to go through these fights. And you try to do it. So that's secret. And then I'm one of them. So right here, that's a maximum commentary. And if you get it, be sure to give the video a thumbs up. There we go. I really appreciate the thank you. But again, David Brown, you put up on the floor.
Second free throw is good.
Well, you can tell this team looks to Anthony Edwards the second time on the floor. His intensity becomes their intensity, and let me tell you, his intensity is always
And he makes all 3. And now around 2 minutes go by. Here's Westbrook to the left wing.
After 24 hours of having the team open,
And he banks it in. Westbrook's got 8 points.
They have no answer defensively inside.
and that there lies the problem. That's an opinion. That's not journalism. That's the same opinion. I can say, man, I can take my time and say, man, that's not what they're supposed to say. Because that would be feeding into the assumption that I know what you're talking about. Journalism is if you can get them on your shoulder. So Jaylen Brown, I didn't understand this statement. Can you explain to me, explain to the people what you meant by that? That would be you doing investigative journalism. You're seeking the knowledge. You're seeking the answer.
Out to the right wing.
And get out.
They
are one conscious from outside. And so far,
the man is right there, man. When you see to have a back and forth with every other time y'all say something about each other. So I'm pretty sure Jaylen Brown, he came to ask you straight up who's your source. It doesn't seem like he had a problem talking to you. So instead of hearing what Jaylen Brown is saying and going up there on first base and just making that assumption, why the hell Jaylen Brown? There's so much ways to get in touch with people in today's days that you don't have to just gossip in that way. And when I heard Jaylen Brown say why he said the statement, see all how he said. And so you're already, in my opinion, running the smear campaign on Jaylen Brown just by inserting the fact that, oh, he said he couldn't speak because you were the only one there, and Jaylen Brown, not Jaylen Brown, but Jaylen was hurt and all these other things. No, he said that because the ball himself was written off. And then nobody thought they were going to be as good as they were. They were written off. Jaylen Brown played exceptional basketball. So did his teammates. Did you hear how selfless he sounded when he said it was great seeing people that were unproven start to come into their own and improve themselves?
people that's fighting in the foxhole together, something you've never done, sleeping in. So the only thing you can do is go to gossip and mischievous shit to where you're thinking about putting people against each other. So all people gotta get into is gossip. Hey, I wish you could do more journalism because that's what he called in the question. You are
And the Nuggets lead by 14.
And a nice bump for their offense this half. Now shooting over 50% for the game.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
And not just threaten to ruin somebody's life. Get something done, right?